welcome to.
What? We are now. Yeah, there it is.
There's a delay, lady. That's oh my god. This is not your first time. Hello and welcome to the channel. Of course, I'm your host Spivey, and with me today is
Quinn.
Yes. Okay. Um, so what's going on, and you should be able to hear us pretty good this time, is that there's a new segment that I've been working on. I'm working on a documentary dealing with makeup. I didn't finish it the way I want to, so I'm going back and making some changes to it, which I
My nose itched.
anywho, so I believe that once I do finish it and get it to the level I think will be best for you to enjoy and view, I'll go ahead and post it. But anywho, so there's a new segment or a section for the channel wherein we will be doing giveaways of makeup and attempting to learn how to use makeup. Now, me being a straight guy who does not wear makeup on the regular, for me, mostly it'll just be bare face, or not bare face, but a minimal face done in order to just look good or better on the camera. But I will still, at times, work to learn other techniques and abilities to do makeup because I will also be trying to learn how to do special effects makeup and put makeup on like a makeup artist for models and guests that come on the channel. So I'm learning as I go. I have bought a vast amount of makeup to
Lord.
learn.
If only you guys knew.
Bought a vast amount of makeup in order to learn this craft, this industry, and as such, it hopefully will be enjoyable for you. So today, what we're going to do is
I'm very random, guys. So
and you're
gonna
very
have to,
loud. Do you not see yourself spiking on the audio?
Kind of loud too. So yeah, just don't mind me.
Anywho, so what we'll be doing today is having a conversation, and at the same time doing a bit of makeup. And this is also being recorded towards a new podcast that I'm working on. So this is very multifaceted, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
I'm so excited.
If you are not into makeup, then of course you can listen for the audio of what we're talking about. If you are into makeup, then by default, the makeup aspect will be a boon or extra benefit for you. And matter of fact, we will probably give away something towards the end of the video. Probably. We'll see.
Maybe.
Perhaps. All right. Now, there is a 30-minute time limit before the camera likes to just shut itself off for some reason, and I haven't taken the time to figure out if there's a way around that. So when it does go out, give me just a few moments and I'll turn it back on, and we'll just continue the video if we're still going beyond that point.
Yeah.
Yay.
Or we might just say, fuck the video and just do the podcast. Because I'm really weird on camera.
Yeah, on camera. So, anywho, so here we go. All right. Well, first, let's go ahead and announce what you'll be using. You can run it through. Why were we recording?
So I just got some Rose Glow. What is this? Hydrating and illuminating primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I used to use a different one that I used to use for LA Girl, but the LA Girl one always left my skin feeling really really oily and just not quite there. And I really like this. It has actual like pieces of like rose quartz like bubbles in it.
You need to go faster.
And yeah, I like this. I have my Midnight foundation. It's a cream foundation in brown sugar because that matches. I have two powder lippies. These are just my favorite NYX lippies. They have like little puff brushes on them. I have two types of mascara. One I use for my actual eyelashes. The other I use for my brows. I have 3 different types of concealers. I dropped one. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. This is a color correcting concealer. This is a blemish correcting concealer because I have a lot of dark circles under my eyes. And this is just my everyday average concealer. And they blend in for a really nice effect going on there. I have my e.l.f. pomade, which I use for freckles and usually just freckles. I may or may not use that today, but I just got it out just in case. And then I have my illumination drops, which is like a liquid highlighter. And we might be getting rid of this because I found out some really strange things and some really sad things about the shimmer in this. So we're gonna have to trade this out for substitute mica. Yeah, something different. Artificials. So that's all I got going on.
You got brushes.
I just got some regular brushes. This is my regular foundation brush. It's kind of stiff because I use it all the time.
And does not clean it.
No. I do clean it. I just have not cleaned it in a good week and a half, maybe two. But it does get cleaned. This is it is my palette brush usually. I usually use this when I put on concealer on my lips and add a color. Powder brush and a fluff brush.
All right.
These are usually just two powder brushes, but yeah.
All right, so as quick as I need to, I will be using either a Morphe concealer or a Smashbox concealer, which I couldn't find an exact shade to match my skin tone. And then I will also be applying a moisturizer, which is Kiehl's. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Kiehl's. Ultimate Ultra Facial Cream. That thing was expensive, like $50. I don't get
know
that.
why you did that.
Yeah, whatever.
You get a cream for $10 and do the exact same.
So here I'll be going with a Midnight foundation as well. Same thing, brown sugar, as we seem to have the same skin tone for the foundation. After which I will actually do a half and half because I have a couple of different setting powders, which I'm trying to find out which one will actually work best for my skin tone because I have no idea. So there is a Cocoa Tan, I have a Topaz, and then somehow I still left one of the other ones I have over there. I also have a Banana, which I know doesn't work, and a Translucent, I think it was.
Yeah.
That one doesn't work as well. Not for me.
Those don't really work on brown skin too much.
And then I'll also be using a primer, which I definitely set these out of order. So for me, it'll be a basic face just to get rid of, cover up blemishes and scars and stuff and look better on the camera. And then we'll go from there. All right. Now, the topic to which we're going to be talking about is doppelgangers and how you deal with them. Like because since this would be a relationship scenario, if you run into a person and you are like, you like them, you vibing, but then you notice, hey, they remind you of somebody. Come to find out, they look tremendously like somebody from your past, ex or whatever. Do you keep talking to them? Is it fair? Do you have to let them go when you realize it, or what? Now, the reason that's hilarious is we have a game, just like on the TV show How I Met Your Mother. On the show, they count when they meet a doppelganger of one of their friends. That was funny. I saw that. So they count and they feel like they have to know when they meet a doppelganger and go from there. Well, me and my friends started similar things. This was the moisturizer, so I put that on first. And we've met a couple of doppelgangers, but I have a ex, and I have met several doppelgangers of her
in different ethnicities.
Yeah.
There's been an Asian one. There's been a Hispanic one.
Nobody asked you. Anywho, so in my particular situation, it's uncanny initially when I meet one who looks exactly like her. Because I'm like, huh. And one of my, I thought she was like an older sister of, long lost older sister of this particular ex. And so I told her, and she thought I was joking, like it was like a come on pickup line or something. And so I had to show her pictures and photos, and she was like, "Oh wow," and even she was like, "Yeah, we look just alike." There is a musical artist who I am infatuated with. I love her heart.
And we know I now.
Anywho,
Because she
when
literally.
I first came across her, I thought she looked weird, and I liked it, and I didn't like it. It's like she'll turn one way and I like her, she turns another way and I don't like her. Like I'm repulsed. And then she grew on me, and it wasn't until I showed that particular artist in that group off to a friend, he was like, "She looks exactly like that ex," and immediately like my face dropped, and it's like it clicked into place what it was. I didn't realize it, but apparently, yeah, she looks quite like my ex. And then again today, just today, we were watching Paternity Court, and
Go ahead.
there was another doppelganger that looked just like her.
It was hilarious.
We both stopped and was like,
Don't that look like?
like if you didn't hear her voice and if it was on
She kind of
mute,
sounded like her too.
they had similar mannerisms. They had similar speech patterns. It was weird. It was very weird. Right now,
Same
I'm
big
putting
ass
on
forehead.
I'm putting on a color correcting face primer from Ulta Beauty, um, which I'm just going to generally put it on all over. I put a very little amount on my hands, smooth it out, and we're going in. But yeah, the reason that's important is sometimes you do come across somebody who looks like an ex. And that's not bad. It's not their fault they look like somebody. I've actually met girls who've looked like other exes that I've dealt with in the past. And the worst thing, in my opinion, to initially tell them, "Oh, you look just like my ex," because at that point they're automatically going to bar you from dealing with them because they may feel like you're looking at them as if they are a replacement for that particular ex. Like if things didn't work out.
And honestly, I feel like that's why I wouldn't be able to like do that. Like I wouldn't be able to like date a doppelganger or date somebody that looks like my ex because I'll constantly like I'm the type of person that if you look like somebody that especially somebody that I really really care about, I'm gonna call you their name even if it's not like purely by accident.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know.
Stop. The microphone is right there. You see the sound bar telling you you're
I'm not
yelling.
paying attention to it.
Well, stop yelling.
I honestly I wouldn't be able to do that. To be honest, I don't feel like it'd be fair because I know who I am as a person and I'm kind of an asshole. So I just it would just be easier for me to just be like, you know what? No, this is not gonna work. And they'll be like, why not? Why not, Clem? Because you look like my ex and I'm still in love with him. And I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to be the reason. Period.
You feel like by default you'd still be in love with that particular ex.
Well, if it's the ex that I'm thinking about, yeah. Yo.
She literally just had a breakup, like not even 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, it's been like a week and some change. My boyfriend broke up with me on like a Thursday, and I'm not okay, but I'll be okay.
I'm doing half a face at a time so that if the camera is good enough at this moment to see the difference, you'll be able to see half the face and half the face, so you can see why I am actually doing makeup.
They gonna go in here with this.
I am putting a little on my ear because my ears tend to look a little weird at times.
I really hate one portion of my face, like right here on the side, because on this side, not on this side has a really nice even tone, but on this side, it's like a dark, muddy kind of color on this side, and so it's like I have really bad hyperpigmentation on one side of my face, and I go through like 4 different types of things to fix it.
Now, for those of you who also don't know makeup like me, because again, I'm learning makeup, so don't be like, "Oh, he's doing this wrong," or la 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 la. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure there's still people who's going to say that. Um, but so what I do is still a full coverage because there's like three levels apparently, three basic levels of makeup for dealing with foundation. Um, full, medium, and what's the lowest one? I don't remember, but it's three.
Don't ask me no questions I don't know no answers to.
So a full coverage is where literally it's almost like you're putting paint on because your whole skin tone changes, um, and is covered by that foundation that you're doing. At this point, I'm going to actually use a dry. What is this called?
Beauty blender.
A dry beauty blender. Actually,
Let me get your foundation, cause mine has got like, if y'all can't tell, I use this a lot, like a lot. I need another one.
there's still a crap ton in there.
No, there isn't.
What is this all across
Around
the
the
side?
sides, but I can't, like, it's not.
You just did it. You did the very thing you said you can't do. Anywho,
You just don't want to share. It's okay. I understand. It's cool.
Anywho, so we're going to ignore that because just the other night, we're in the car. We go to get gas. She walks in the store. She pays for her gas. She takes like 10 minutes. She comes out with drinks and popcorn for herself.
I had an apple juice and popcorn.
Look, and I'm like,
what
some? About me? She's like, didn't think about you.
I didn't think he wanted anything.
She pulled out candy earlier for herself.
This is literally it was literally a piece of candy that I had in my bag because I bought it for my daughter and I forgot about it, and I have not eaten anything today, like nothing at all. And I was like, ooh, I need to get something in my stomach because I have a headache and it's probably a hunger headache. And it was a little piece of candy, like a blue raspberry, like ring pop type thing. And he got pissy. I said what I said.
She did. She said what she said. So what I'm doing, for some people looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm actually looking for dark blemishes or because I get a lot of ingrown hairs. So all of this
on your
realistically
face,
is like scarry. So I'm sure you can see how dark some sections are and how light some sections are. Well, in a few moments, hopefully, when I finish what I'm doing, you won't be able to see that stuff anymore. It'll just all look like one good skin tone. And there we go. Now I did something bit me or something on my nose, so it's just annoying.
So I just really color corrected, and now I'm just slathering foundation on my face, which I'm gonna go in after I finish and do a blending in with my blender.
And I try to get a good bit dealing with my neck because realistically, I have a low cut shirt or something that's not exactly up to here that shows part of my jaw, something like that. So, But anywho, back to the topic. I personally wouldn't mind if a girl like me and said, hey, you also remind me of X. Like, as long as it's a good remind. Because I don't want you to be drunk and then look at me and then get like some bad. Yeah, get some bad memory and come at me sideways. But if it was a good situation, then hey, let the good times roll.
Nah, fuck that. I wish you would try to tell me, oh, I'm with you because you remind me of my ex.
No. I mean, I'm not saying I would want a girl who tell me that she's with me because I remind her of her ex.
Remind me of my ex. Like, no, I will fight you because I am me. And
if it's just a happy coincidence,
I'm a bad bitch. You're not gonna put me in no box with no other.
All right, so that's decent. What do you think? Look, just that side. That's the only side I did.
Which side?
That side. See, I did it so, huh?
You should learn how to do concealers, though.
You don't think I did the concealer well?
All right. You didn't blend it.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
Blend it better.
Anywho, and now I'm also doing this with a dry sponge, but whatever.
I use a dry sponge. I don't use a wet sponge.
Are you rubbing across or?
No.
That's what I'm doing.
Beat it like my meat.
Wow. Anywho, I knew a girl like at FAMU who looked like a girl who the girl actually proposed to me, which is hilarious.
Whoa, that's hilarious.
It was.
I'll take things that never happened for 500, Alex.
Anywho, the girl proposed to me, and I was
This is
like,
who we
oh,
dying
okay, huh?
What?
Skinny who? So here we're getting a chance for you to see one side versus another. Before I go ahead and do the other side now, um, she's a dick. Anywho,
Tell me something I don't know.
I liked her. She was cool, but at the same time, I didn't think it was fair to try to talk to her, considering half the time I knew my mind at least will keep jumping back to either A, how uncanny it is to meet a doppelganger and, get to know her. And then I'd also wonder if I actually liked the girl enough to really want to deal with her.
Or do I like her because
Or,
she look like my ex?
right. Now, by default, a girl, in my opinion, would have to say, if I came to her saying, hey, I like you, you're attractive. Oh, by the way, you also look like my ex. You can't say that I'm not attracted to you, obviously, because I like the mold that you're cut from, right? So, if I like the mold the girl is cut from, then true, she can still complain or be like, hey, you don't like me for me, or you think I'm just a replacement. You laughing at him? There's somebody off camera that's yeah, it came out like a zombie.
He opened up the door. He's like, he had his hand on his back. He's like, he was hunched over. He went back around. He's like, all right, I'm done.
Anywho, would you? Okay, so I mean, I obviously that we made that subject a lot quicker than it was intended to be, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But um, I don't know. I guess it goes back to, is it worth it to you to talk to somebody who you're attracted to? Like, for example, the Asian girl that we're referring to, who is um, similar, doppelganger ish to my ex, uh, Hwasa from Mama Moo. For anybody who is a Mama Moo fan, I am a big Mama Moo fan. Or if you don't know Mama Moo, you should definitely check them out. I have quit that. Like,
What?
I really enjoy Mama Moo and Hwasa. I like her because of her musical talent.
Not because she looks like your ex, who also happens to be the mother of your child.
Skinny who I didn't even realize it when I was like, when I started paying her attention. But if you hear her voice, you'd be like, oh yeah, she definitely got that voice. She got that fire. So her pipes is the best.
I has pipes.
You can sing. I will give you that, and it's surprising because you're like, oh, she made that happen.
Do I really have a voice that sounds like it can't carry a note? Why is it so surprising that?
It's like you saw that rather large British lady who went on one of those Got Talent shows, and then she hit that opera, and everybody was like, "Where did that come from?" It's kind of like that for you. It's like you don't expect the sound that does come out to be the sound that comes out. So I'm trying to fine tune. And since I'm doing this live, I need to just at least look like, yeah, I kind of got this down.
I remember the first time I sang, well, in front of you.
The surprise.
Oh yeah, he was surprised as fuck. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "That came out of you?
Why are you yelling?"
I'm loud naturally.
I apologize, people who have speakers and things going on, or headsets and stuff, because clearly she does not understand how to maintain a balance.
Quinn's loud as fuck.
All right, so the foundation is on, and
damn, you still on foundation?
I just did one half and I'm doing the other half. All I need to
I've done
do.
my whole face.
Nobody cares. So I did Smashbox for this side, and I'm going with the Morphe for the other side. Got a crap load of bumps and stuff over here. Um, yeah, so like I said, that would be interesting. Now, obviously, should you two um, get together and have kids or something serious, if you're not the type of person who gets rid of old photos, that could become a bit
I'm not
weird.
one of those people.
Yeah, I don't really get rid of old photos either. So when you come across a photo and you're like, wait, we didn't do this. Oh, that's the other girl. Like,
I hate when people do that shit. I hate that shit. And they
what?
be trying to confuse. They confuse me too. Oh yeah, we definitely did that. No, it must have been one of your other bitches. I definitely took you there. No, you didn't. Must have been the other bitch.
Well, to
My
that,
baby, my baby daddy know that.
well, he just went in the other room. So her child's father is my roommate. Go figure.
Unfortunately, we can't pick who we make children with, guys. We can't do it.
You actually can, but that's a whole nother story.
We can't choose who we love or whom we
Oh,
love
okay.
and whom we made children with. In my case, I had no choice in the matter. My first baby daddy ain't even real. I just wanted to see if I could have kids. For real, for real. And now that we know.
Next. I'm snitching. I'm snitching right now.
And now that we
Next.
know.
Next.
Hey, boy, somebody calling you.
I don't care. He probably got a headset on already. He's a leagueaholic.
He's a something, all right.
All right, so I think that, at least to me,
I fucked up bad. I fucked up bad.
I can see that.
Oh, man.
All that shit you was about to be talking.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, it won't blend.
Boom. All right. So,
Oh, jeez.
now I had turned sideways. Okay, so I do see I need to do a little more concealer, like here and here for those two big spots. But overall, like in the mirror, I'm Gucci. Don't get me wrong, I haven't powdered, but I don't have the powdering down yet. So in this case, would you?
No.
Would you?
What?
Would you get that other one right there?
You always want me to do something.
Thank you kindly.
You're not welcome.
And this one is Sienna, which most likely is probably the one that my skin tone is actually meant for or closer to. So I'm going to do Sienna on this side, and then I'm going to do Coco Tan on that side.
I just love how he took my name, though. He does that every time.
What?
Every time.
What do you mean?
Nix.
Oh.
That was my name, and he took it.
Yeah. I wonder if I could trigger it straight from the program. Oh, I did not consider what's in my background. Oh, okay. It did work. Yay. I wonder if I could just hit a micro for that, too, so I don't have to do all this again each time. God dang it. And I just touched my face with the, without setting the cream. So since this is a cream foundation, I can either powder, which is the normal method to resolve this, or I can use, like, for example, Bid-Nye's Final Seal, which on a later time, I'll be definitely trying to go with this to see if it works out really well. But right now, I want to know about these colors. The colors. How do you put yours out?
What do you mean?
How do you get it on? Do you just dump some on the brush, or what do you do?
I don't use that.
What do you do?
For what?
Or you just use spray?
Yeah, I just use setting spray. I don't use setting powders.
Oh, okay. Well, in this particular case, like I said, I'm going with this sienna. I'll sprinkle a little bit
I
on
haven't
the
quite
brush. Mastered
mastered
powder.
the basis of baking.
Nor I. And that looks
Nor I.
dark. That looks like a whole different color.
Well, you're not supposed to use a lot of it.
I don't
And when
think
it
I was
when
using a
it
lot.
blends in nice though. See?
Oh, okay. So I'm just kind of getting it around essentially. So the cream is supposed to, I mean, the powder is supposed to essentially kind of like dry the the cream, so it doesn't get all over your clothes and stuff like that. So cool, I don't mind that.
Let's talk about lame reasons,
Lame
lame
reasons.
excuses that people give when they want to break up with someone. Instead
I
of just
actually,
saying, "Hey,
I
I don't want
want
to be
to,
with you no more."
I want to say I've only actually broken up with one person, two. Well, it was like if it's not like a mutual scenario of look, we're not about to work out, so let's go on and do our own thing. Um, I there was a girl. It's funny because we already spoke about her.
Oh shit.
There was a girl who wanted to date me, and I was like, no, 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 no. I can see a big difference in the powdered side versus the not powdered side. At least in the mirror. I don't know how it looks to the camera, so I'll come up here. No, yeah, it looks a bit lighter on the no, no, because this is the powdered side. So yeah, it's a bit lighter. So I mean, you're literally seeing it as we go.
Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta finish the makeup look. What?
Anywho, so she we were like she wanted to date me, and I had a late night, and so I went ahead and was like, all right, what date? She was like, it was like maybe 2-3 in the morning. She was like, why won't you date me? I was like, all right. Now we lived together.
Know why we won't date you.
It was like 3-4 in the morning, um, and so I'm trying to get some sleep, and so I'm like, all right, fine, we'll date. And I kind of rationalized it in my head. I was like, we lived together, we've been together unofficially for a couple of years, through two different moves.
That was 3 at that point.
Well, in the same complex, inside, so
Wait,
it doesn't
I thought
matter.
she said that at the house.
It was at the house.
So
There's two moves because we moved from one apartment to the other and then to the house.
Sure.
So technically, like we only left that complex at one point. Anywho, also I am now doing the Coco Tan on the other side.
I'm done with my makeup. I'm just trying to be cute.
Good luck. Ah. Anywho, so she talks to me, like kind of, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not losing anything in that scenario.
Just gaining a new pain in the neck.
Oh boy,
with a title.
Yeah, so she would have got the title.
She did for 2 days. Less than that.
It was less than
hours.
that. Yeah, but when I woke up and was like, wait a minute, did I just agree to date her? So I turned to her and was like, yeah, you know what? Can't do it. So she had a few hours as my girlfriend, and then that shit was canceled, like super hard. She was a bit upset, but that was a no-go zone. Like you're not about even if it was just simply having a title, it was a no-go. Actually, looking at it, I'm not sure which one I like better. The Sienna is a bit darker, duller, whereas the Coco Tan is a bit brighter. Put just a little more to make sure it's good to go. So I think maybe I might end up mixing like a half and half or something of both to see where that comes out at. Uh, the reason that this is important for me, at least, is because I bought a whole separate or new wardrobe, and those clothing, I don't want makeup to end up, messing up the clothes. So, for me, that's it. That's all I need to do to have, or what I will have in videos. And again, I did do a half and half with two different colors. And technically, I guess I did do two different foundations. I did Morphe concealer. I'm sorry, I did Morphe concealer on this side, and I did Smashbox on this side with a Sienna. What? Few HRs, GF sounds like a good business. What? You got to expand on that. I'm not sure what you're saying.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying.
Because I'm confused.
The confusion is real. Um, but yeah, so again, for me at least, this is a good face. You should see a good bit of a difference between this and how I started. When I
Few hours.
A few hours sounds like good. Oh, okay. He said when she had the title for a few hours, but that was just while I was asleep. When I woke up, that title was gone. That was a done deal. That was no, we're not gonna do that. So
I love her. I do, but she raw.
And
yeah,
at some point later, she did in fact become pregnant. And that was a whole. That's a whole.
Gots to see it through, my boy. Gots to see it through.
You said she was your girlfriend for a few hours. Yeah, she was. So, and what she just added in, because we know we didn't say it before, she just added in the Juvia's Place, the Nubian Glow lip balm in the flavor of grape.
To match these grape lips.
Actually, my shit's dry as hell, my damn self. So yeah, having to tell her that, look, I was asleep and that ain't, yeah, that made a lot of sense. Her fingers are purple now. Show the world. I really don't mean to be glossy lipped on the video, but
I do. I mean to be glossy lipped.
I look like I've eaten Church's chicken or something.
Beach.
But so yeah, that's the only time that I needed to like break up with the girl. I had somebody break up with me, and then there was like a mutual, hey, this just for both our betterment, we should end what we're doing. We're still friends, like, but yeah, that's the only time that I can be like, yo, I can't date you.
All right, so
go ahead. This is when you give to guys.
I've only had 2 actual relationships, like legitimate relationships, just 2 in the 28 years that I've been alive. My first one lasted for 10 years, and he just so happens to be my
in the next
father
room.
In the next room. We're friends or whatever, if that's what you want to call it. Completely because we share a child. I honestly don't feel like if we didn't have our daughter, we probably would not be where we are now. It's been a really long uphill battle. Some cops did get involved. I have a temper and I'm very explosive with my emotions. So, yeah. But that one ended because when you're young and you don't know a lot, you grow with someone and you grow apart from them, because I met him when I was 14.
Why are you talking way over here and your mic's over there?
You said listen.
Why are you getting in the middle? Is that where you're supposed to be sitting?
Sir, stop it. Stop. But I met him when I was like 14, And we did that dance and played that movie up until I was a good 25, 26. Y'all do that math. So, yeah, we own a 6-year-old. Uh, and that was just, it was just a really toxic relationship. And we both agreed that we should not be with each other in that way anymore. And we should just focus on being parents to our child.
And that was your bullshit way to break up?
And no. The bullshit. He broke up with me, y'all. I ain't.
Yeah, but wasn't it supposed to be the ways that you break up with people?
We are talking about bullshit excuses that people give you or that you give to people.
Oh, I misunderstood then. All right, well, hold on. Now I'm gonna cut you off because your shit's long. Your stuff is long and drawn out, and you lose track.
You're long and drawn out, and I didn't lose track.
We'll continue.
Jesus. All right. So my second relationship, the one that just ended, that lasted for like 4 years. 4, yeah, about 4 years. And
now that's if you don't count the weeks and the months in between when they're not together, or every other day.
We might not
or
have,
every other weekend.
He might have said together. That I wasn't his girlfriend, but I was his girlfriend.
Yet him and the rest of the world didn't know this.
No, not him and the rest of the world, because we were still doing boyfriend and girlfriend things, even if the title was not there. He wasn't sleeping with anyone else. I wasn't sleeping with anyone else. I wasn't spending time with anybody else other than him. And he wasn't spending time with anybody else in that way other than me. Now, of course, we both had friends. We all had friends. We hung out and shit like that. But I was his girlfriend. And if you ask him, he will tell you that I was his girlfriend. So, don't be trying to come for me. Anywho, he broke up with me, which obviously I just have a long line of just being the one that gets broken up with. Sometimes you just gotta look at yourself and maybe it's you. Maybe it's you, sweetheart. But he broke up with me because he couldn't do it anymore. And I don't fault him for it. Like, I don't hate him or anything. But he wants to be a better version of himself. For me, I guess. I don't know. But that's what he said. And he's got a lot of stuff going on mentally and emotionally.
He did date you.
Yeah, he did.
So he does have a lot going on mentally.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. But yeah, he just has a lot of stuff going on right now. And unfortunately, I added to the stress when that was never my intention, and I wanted to alleviate it, but he got a lot of anxiety. He was afraid to talk to me, and I don't know why. That's just something that he had going on within himself. It was a self type of thing, but yeah, he broke up with me because he needed to be better for himself, I guess, and that's the reason that he told me, but. Honestly, I don't, do I believe that? No. But I'ma just give it to him because he's doing a lot better now. So, well, I would like to believe that he's working on being a lot better. So, I wish him nothing but the best. And if you one day stumble across this, just know that I tried. You can go now.
Okay, because the way that you got off track, I know I tried to wipe off some of the extra lip gloss with the tissue. That was not the move.
It's the gloss for me.
You shut the hell up.
It's the gloss for me. He said his lip gloss is popping.
I did not say anything. Like, look here. See,
his lip gloss is popping.
Anywho, you're a dick, and I hope you know that.
It's popping.
Anywho,
it's popping.
So okay, cool. I would say my next scenario for someone to break up with me, or I'll even switch and say this is how things didn't kick off.
You talking about the same girl?
Which one? No. So there was, and I swear before all I know, I hate when a woman runs her mouth and tells her friends or other people about our interactions. Like if you tell in the run of your mouth,
I swear to God, I hate that shit. I will literally stop fucking with you. I will. Don't run your mouth. Shut the fuck up. Keep your dick suckers closed.
so skinny who, I met a girl who I liked, and I tried to talk to her, and everything was fine until I told her my name. So I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, what's your name?
Or the name that you go by?
I told her. She said, well, what's your name? And I said, Spivey. She's like, Spivey? I know that name. I was like, how you know my name? And she was like, oh, I heard about you. Yada, 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 yada. She said, oh, no, I'm not ready for that. Didn't even get a chance. She was like, not ready.
See you driving around town.
It's funny. I can laugh about it now, years later. Would you shut up while I tell my part? So I can laugh about it now, years later. But at the time, I'm butthurt because I'm like, yo, I really like this girl and wanted to get to know her better. But she was like, yeah, no.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. At Valdosta, there was a dorm. It was called Langdale.
Oh God.
Now, when we first went, well, when
That's
I
where
first
the thotties
went,
lived.
when I first went to Valdosta State, it was girls only. So it was
In Langdale?
yeah.
Really?
Langdale used to be only girls.
Huh.
Langdale's old name used to be 5 Floors of Hoes, because it was 5 floors and nothing but women.
I never stayed in Langdale, so.
And I used to sit and park my happy ass. I had gold hair, blue robe, gray sweats, and just a whatever t-shirt. Didn't care. And I would hop my happy ass on the counter, the front counter, because it was a PWI, predominantly white institution. So if you wanted to have a guest over, you had to sign them in at the front desk.
Yep.
And then they get like this card they got to carry and go on to the room. And
didn't they have it set up to where they couldn't stay the night either?
Oh no, you can stay. You just can't stay like 3-4 days. Yeah, PWI at a HBCU. Oh no, that ain't happening. You're not
spending the night because academics.
Right, HBCUs don't play that. That's historically like colleges and universities. They don't let that stuff go down.
Just to educate y'all.
He said finish the story though. Okay. Oh no! So we did the doppelganger part.
We finished the
yeah,
doppelganger
we did.
part,
And then she was like, "Well, she wanted to jump over and talk about these ending of situations, how you break up because somebody just went through a breakup."
You know what? Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Why
he
listen?
asked.
Okay, it was very sad. I was very, very sad. I'm still very, very sad. So, shut up.
Okay. Skinny who? So. Moving ahead,
You're just mad because I'm cuter than you.
You can be cute all you want. I'm a guy. I don't care about being cute.
I'm cuter than you.
Whatever.
I pull
Don't
more
care.
holes than you do.
That one I would care about. Do I get to watch?
No.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck you then.
Oh.
So, anywho, I
said what I said.
In Langdale, there was 5 floors, like I said, and so when I first got there in the summer, it was a whole lot more time to do free activities. And
so much space for
long story short, somebody, I don't know who did it. I think I know who did it, but they painted my name and my phone number because we had these boxes at the front of your building. And so if you wanted to get in, because you had to have a card to get into the building, and if you didn't live there, you couldn't get in. So you had to have that person come down for you. And if you didn't have a cell phone, or your cell phone's not working, or whatever the case may be, you would just call the box at the front of the building with the 4-digit short code, and it rings that person's room phone, and then they come down and bring you in. So somebody painted my name and a short code number on the 5th floor in Langdale. Yeah, it was a hell of a time. Hell of a time. So yeah, it was yeah. There was a story. Actually, I think I've told that story before, so I don't need to go back
Wait,
into
are we
it.
telling host stories now? Because
No.
we could tell host stories.
If we do a whole story, we'll stop this one and we'll do it on the adult channel.
Let's go to the adult channel. I want to
Look
tell
at-
host stories. I'm depressed, but I ain't that depressed. Host stories. Remember that one time at 480 Murray?
Shut up.
One.
We've been friends for a good number of years, if you can't tell. So anywho, yes. So with that being said,
Yaki number 5. I remember Yaki number 5.
Shut up. So she's talking about one of my old roommates.
Oh, that girl
as you can see, we're ending this one as we're over 30 minutes now. This side is the
You actually did really good, but you can
Sienna.
definitely tell which side is which one you did the darker one on, and
Which
which
one?
side you did the lighter side on.
Which one do you think it was?
Okay, so in the camera, it looks like
Side.
this side,
Mhm.
the side that you just touched,
Mhm.
is the lighter side
Okay.
in the camera, and then this side is darker.
So like,
But
which one looks more natural?
this side.
Okay,
Not
so that's what I was thinking too. The cocoa, for me,
Yeah,
that cocoa tan,
cocoa tan.
and that's the one I thought for sure would just be hot garbage.
This one here on this side,
Mhm.
it kind of washes your face out.
Yeah, it looks pale. That's what I was saying.
Charles, you should come over to the other channel because we're about to.
Yeah,
exit
we're
this
about
out
to jump over
really
to.
quickly to the other one, and we're gonna tell host stories, and you can ask me whatever questions you want. I'm single, so I will answer those questions if you want me to. But listen, you might be surprised by the answers, a little bit.
Fans of the only.
Shut up.
Huh?
Fuck you.
I'm just saying. Okay. Skinny who. Yeah, so we're about to end this one, and we're going to go over to No Kids Allowed. If you're not familiar with that channel, that is my adult channel with adult topics, and we are much more in depth.
He said the side that looks touched up looks pale.
Yeah. Okay. So this
That
side.
side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this one is and it's weird because I really would have thought that
The cocoa tan looks better for you than the sienna.
Yeah, this was the sienna.
Yeah, the sienna's
The
too
cocoa
bright.
tan works. Yeah, see the cocoa tan looks legit. There is one more that I didn't do today, which is topaz. So I'll try that.
Don't use that. Stick with what you know. Stick
Well,
with
now
what
that
you
I know. Yeah,
shimmery, glistening.
she's an idiot.
Just a little.
She just did a liquid setting spray so that the makeup doesn't come off on clothes, which apparently, as I was.
Yeah, you fucking up.
Anywho, we're ending this one. Come over to the No Kids Allowed. Go to the top. Click on my channels list at the top, and then just scroll down and find the one that says No Kids Allowed. That's the adult channel. Like, subscribe. We go in. There's no hold barred, and we talk on it.
Also, subscribe to my Instagram. It's PASTICDRAGON. Kind of like Plastic Dragon, but not really because I'm spastic. So, Plastic Dragon. Follow that. I have a lot of cool stuff on there. And you may or may not find an OnlyFans link. I don't know. Try it. Figure it out.
Well. Skinny Who,